Do I see him? Do I see him? Is that him? Oh my god, it's him. It's Emi. Hi. What did you do, bro?
Oh, it's Durin.
Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
You could never scare me, Emi.
You didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good. We've had worse.
The pistol power said you acting up.
No, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that.
That's good.
What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well,
I want to cuddle you. Oh my god.
Crossed paths was the day that the magic and the storytelling was born.
so, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
Ooh.
My mom?
Which one? M?
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Open the book. Are we going back to Simulanka?
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic after all.
Aha! So it is Alice!
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about?
Yeah, what's this all about?
2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me.
Okay.
But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
It's the book we just saw.
This is your mother's dying wish.
Oh.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret?
All the stories I couldn't tell?
Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
I know of it, but I haven't read it.
Well, you're missing out.
I really
book.
am. I really need
It
to read the
began
books
as a
in
little
Genshin.
game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their
I just need to
turns.
find a
Em was
more
tasked with writing the
digestible
final
version of
volume
them,
and
like a
tying
format, I
everything
mean.
up. But by the
Because
time
I
everyone had
cannot
finished writing
pay
their parts,
attention while reading them
Em had
in the
passed
game.
away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is
That
to
was my
leave the
second
story
choice.
unfinished.
That makes sense.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
Oh.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Okay, then.
Is a straight answer
Yeah,
too much to
I
ask
was
for?
just about to say.
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Oh.
Oh. Hardly the first time you've sung so long like this.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Aw, baby. He's just 2 days old.
Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers? With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
I'm happy to help.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Hmm.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah. Let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Oh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the
Ooh.
hints, and you'll find them.
That's interesting.
Oh,
So
and
that's
when
why
it
this
comes
is
to adding to the
5
story
IRL
yourselves,
days.
you'll need to use this.
And this is...
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning, it's extremely
sorry.
precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
It just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
And we're here to help.
With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've
Look-see.
read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
How will we find you?
Yeah. Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out.
Okay.
All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
Let's see.
Oh, here we are again. Alice's magic really is incredible, huh?
Let's take a look at this book.
Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues.
Hmm.
Huh?
a corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Obviously in the Mondstadt library.
Might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would
That's-
be headed.
They
After
say it
all,
so
it's where
easily.
my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Goatstadt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go!
Okay. Mondstadt library. I'm not gonna go to the theater lobby yet, because I think it's gonna be there, but I don't think that would trigger the quest itself. We're just gonna do it lore accurately. Dum, da, 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 dum, 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 dum. I need to learn the lyrics to the
Back in the Mondstadt
Knights of
library, huh?
Favonius hymn.
Talk about a trip down memory lane.
Or is it the Mondstadt hymn? Anthem, hymn, theme song. It's been a while.
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the
It's not been a
story,
while.
right?
It's
What do you think that means?
been 2 weeks since I
We're in
did
a
theater.
library, so there's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here.
It's been really hard recently to beat
Making a
theater.
racket in a library?
Hi,
You should know
Lisa.
better than that.
Hi, Queen.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
So Lisa's been mentoring you? Naturally, I don't think Mondstadt has a school, dude.
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't
No
sure
one
what to
can
do with
read
him, so I
unless
stepped in to
Lisa
lend a hand.
taught them
I
personally.
figured if I can handle a boy
Is
raised
there
by
more
wolves,
books?
then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
For realsies. It's not
Why,
her
of
first
course.
rodeo.
Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh,
I just had a thought. I don't know if this is niche, but sometimes Durin sounds like
I see.
Torbeck.
So-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired
It's like
its
that wet
creation.
cat tone. I will probably put it in post.
Torbeck's favorite color is purple. He loves to go and oh,
If you don't know who Torbeck is, but he sounds like Torbeck.
That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago.
Every now and then I
With
make a
these holy
Tumblr post with
desks.
something like
But
that I
we
thought
don't know
of that
anything
could be
about
really
this
niche, and then the
story.
caption is
How
this
are we
niche,
supposed to figure
and then
out which
tons
book
of
inspired
people
it?
like
As
it
it
because
happens,
it's not
just
that
before I
niche.
found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog.
Mm.
Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
It's very possible.
According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Books. Let me like first steal this. It's the dictionary official, so I can't steal it. Did I not have Hex and Hound 7? That's crazy. I still have to like find a ton of more books. I'm apparently missing.
An experiment log. Looks like
Sorry
part
for
of the
coughing.
title's
I'm
been
like
erased.
perpetually
There's
sick.
something seriously suspicious about this book.
For real. The Boar Princess.
Let's hang on to this one.
Isn't
for
that
now.
the
Could be one of the ones we're
Snow
looking
White
for.
one?
It's one of M's after all. Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee.
Oh.
Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Versus?
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing?
Redacted.
Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
It's a cognito hazard. Jumpy Dumpty treasure trove.
Oh, wait! Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
Is there more? Is there something down there? Did I get all of them? Okay, I guess. You'd think you couldn't miss it. Do I just talk to Lisa? I can hear fucking Elon Musk down there. Do you think they regretted that reference? I think they probably did. Dog, where is it? Ow. I have to cut that out. I guess I just talked to Lisa now.
Well, did you manage to find them?
I guess. This one is definitely in there though.
Huh. This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we can tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous
Oh
monsters.
shit.
Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage?
Okay, second strongest spell in existence.
Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, It's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried.
What about
The only reason
Klee?
it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So,
Imagine
Klee, huh?
generations later,
Use it to cause even more
like
mayhem
100
and
years
Dumpty
later,
Dumpty?
someone finds it's like, who the fuck is Klee?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise.
Oh.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Okay, what about the other ones though? Sorry, like I keep hitting the microphone because it's like so low. I don't want to put it more near to my mouth because then I'm gonna be loud like this. Redacted
This
verses.
is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes?
Yes.
500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Duvali ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
You're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt
I
accept
see.
such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer.
Is that it? I want to know
Oh,
about the other
would you
books
look at
too.
that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, Paimon thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying...
What else is in there?
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
Nice.
Alright.
I'm not a tea person, but I would go for a tea with Lisa. I used to be scared of her. But then again, I was like 16 and she was aggressively flirty to me. I was like, ma'am, I'm a minor. You're really intimidating. Okay. Neuauflage der Prinzessin? Oh, crazy. Open. Find the place to speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie. Birth.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories.
Is that you, Em? Oh, that's so cute.
And for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, The dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before
I
it.
am so interested in Rhine-Daughter
Though the witch
by
had a
now.
love of stories,
Like, what
she was
makes
not
you
pleased with how
do
one
this
ended.
stuff?
No, that won't do, she thought.
I can't
write
wait
you
for
a
summer,
better
my
ending
guys.
instead. And so she set off to do just
I can't wait
that,
for Snezhnaya.
borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her
I might
little
actually be
dragon
done
ought
with
to
my
behold
degree by the
upon
time
waking.
Snezhnaya comes out. That is a crazy thing to think about. What should be used to adorn its cradle? Air.
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Hmm. Oh wow!
Inside the story.
That is
This must
gorgeous.
be Aunt Alice's magic.
That was the opening we just heard, right? Sounds like a story about Durin.
Yeah.
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere. Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Sounds like the story even has its own narrator.
Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
I admire people who
I've
can
missed
write
this.
fairy tales
It's just like
so
the stories
much.
my mother used to tell me.
You mean...
You need so much
She used to tell
whimsy
you
and so
stories?
much skill to write a good
Yeah.
fairy tale.
She loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Mhm.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Let's follow her suggestion for now.
Yeah, I agree.
Explore the surroundings.
For a moment, the story crashers fell silent. Perhaps waiting around wasn't such a bad idea after all.
Books!
Look at all these books. Guessing the witch did a lot of reading while she was waiting for the egg to hatch.
It just so happened a dragon egg wasn't the only thing she was incubating here.
Oh?
Where else might a story be born, if not among books?
Oh!
Yet those who never stray beyond the main plot often miss the fun little details along the way.
Yep. So let me look for the fun little details. Can I sit down? I can't. Oh, what was the book? That was the books again. Obviously she wants us to look at the egg, but...
This Durin doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right? Wait a second. All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexen Circle. Do you think the witch in this story
It's
is one of them
obviously
too?
Empaimon.
My mother had a hat just like this.
And the
That's
witch
a really
must be
nice hat,
Mom.
to be
Looks
honest.
like this story really is about Durin, huh?
Whether the sprite spoke true or not, It had little bearing on the story at hand, for in that moment, what mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Fair.
Let's keep looking.
There isn't a lot more to look at, though. I guess let's look at the egg. Or is there anything more here? Why is there a cat tree?
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning.
This is my story, isn't it?
Sure looks like it.
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh,
Dog.
right. We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
How do we do that?
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told
Never heard of that
only
before,
by
dog.
fire's
Not gonna lie.
embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Oh, I give it a try.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Don't roast it too much, though. I know how Durin works.
Turning point in space!
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime.
Does that help? I guess it does.
At last, under the witch's expectant gaze,
Ah,
the
mini
little dragon
Durin,
broke free
Emi.
from its shell.
I kind of want a plushie
No
of him.
living being has ever decided.
I
the
wonder if
moment
you can
of its
buy
birth.
one.
You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so. Just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved. And you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never
Amen.
told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
Emi.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by
Little
her side.
Dodokus.
Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
Cutie.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
So it's Durin's story after all, or at least a window into his past.
Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
Maybe there'll be some clues in the following chapters.
True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Yes, that we do.
Huh.
Lodoku?
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon
Oh,
a
it's
bit
a
of recording
recording.
I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies.
Toodles!
Oh, man. Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
You need to learn patience. Binging isn't good for you,
Sooner
I
or
say
later,
as I
we'll
can
end up
only
being
watch
whisked
things
off to
if I
another
binge
world again,
them.
and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back. So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
Oh, guess now is a good time as any.
Yeah.
You're so real, Paimon. I'm also hungry.
Roast.
I haven't had lunch
We happen
yet,
to be
so
a non-stat, so...
to get
So let's
lunch.
meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
Alrighty. In 16 hours. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Durin. Any more clues for us? We're all set for the next chapter.
Let's do
Yeah,
this.
I was just about to come find you. Let's see what it says.
Now sprout to life the story's seeds, stirred by wind-born melodies. Then on that breeze the music leaves, fading into distant memories. Seek the place where wind and tale entwine, and once there, make 3 riddles into verse, and 3 melodies into song. For in
Okay.
poetry and song will this story start to blossom.
Come on! Another riddle? All that talk about wind and melodies?
Very monster.
What do you think the answer could be?
When these monster are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh!
I'm not
Care to
thinking anything.
elaborate?
Wind? Music? Poetry? Tone-deaf bards gotta know the answer.
You mean Lord Barbados?
You know too?
Albedo introduced us
It's
when
the
I first
worst
arrived
kept
in
secret
Mondstadt.
of the entirety of Mondstadt.
Someone like me was bound to catch his eye sooner or later.
It's better that it's out in the open anyway. Now, how should we track him down?
I think he already knows.
I'm pretty sure he's already caught wind of what's going on here. Why don't we just see where the wind takes us?
Ah, right. He definitely makes it easy to forget he's a real god sometimes.
Bruh. There's wind.
I'm gonna sing it one more time.
Don't do that. Don't sing it.
Traveler, Paimon! What a sight for sore eyes! Ah, and the little dragon from the fairy tale world. I heard your voices calling out to me on the wind. Something about needing help with a riddle?
Sorry to disturb you, Lord Barbados.
I don't think he cares much.
Disturb me? Not at all! To tell you the truth, I'm just as curious about this riddle as you are. Let me take a look.
What is it? Did you figure out the answer?
3 riddles and 3 melodies. That sure takes me back. The answer you seek lies hidden in memory.
Looks like running to Tone Deaf Bard was the right call after all.
Long ago, those mages came to Mondstadt, seeking to test their strength against mine. But I replied, let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song. So I strummed my lyre and sang them this verse.
Oh my god, don't do it, please. Erica, I love you, but...
Oh wind, welcome now, my guests. Pass through verdant leaves unseen, where shape your formless self may take, and offer up a graceful scene, a fleeting gift for welcome's sake. Leap at the edge of a sea of clouds, where land meets sky and sky meets ground. There frighten off the noisy crowds and bring my guests a calm profound. Fly beneath the stars up high, where mortal noise is swept aside, that my dear guests with starry eyes may share the dreams they hold inside. Now go to where I vowed to keep a quiet spot for them to sleep. No clash, no contest bars the way, just tea and mirth to fill the day. There you have it, the 3 melodies. As for the answers to those 3 riddles, I trust you can guess them by now.
The woods, the edge of a cliff, and the sky?
Correct! Funnily enough, your mother was also the first to solve it, all that time ago.
Oh, that's a new pose.
There must be some kind of special rapport.
Relax your
between those
foot.
who
I would
write
have relaxed the
stories
foot,
and those
but
who sing them.
who am I to judge?
A cliff in the sky. Oh, so that's where it is!
I suppose the spot that answer points to is where you're headed next. You should know, after solving my riddle, the mages even accepted my proposal and made that location their official meeting spot. And going by what your book is suggesting, once you found it, you might want to try playing the melody I just shared with you.
Guess you can be pretty reliable when it counts, huh? Great animal.
You're such a hater, Paimon.
Thanks for
He's
the help,
great.
Lord Barbados.
Still got questions for me, huh?
Yeah, you must have read countless tales in your time, being a wandering bard and all. In your experience, why might an author consider a story unfinished?
Unfinished? Well, I guess if there's something left to accomplish in the story, or, oh! If the last line goes, to be continued.
Huh?
Wow, your helpfulness lasted for like 1 second.
Brother.
In all seriousness, I would think the answer to that question lies in your mother's story itself. It's not my place to pry any further.
All right then, we should get going.
To be continued is a valid answer, though. Ah, Venti, I miss you every
Wonder when
day.
their next meeting will be.
Well, I already knew that we would be coming here.
Okay, we're here! Now, we just need to play the 3 melodies, and we should be able to gather the memories for the next chapter, right?
A musical performance? Huh. Out of all the things Miss Lisa has taught me, that's the one I'm worst at.
Leave it to me. Okay. Oh shit, Do I have to do another one? Okay. I guess it is 3. There we go. The prophecy.
Even a war that shook the world could not halt the witches' gatherings. Yet even so, with the passing of time, 3 of their teacups no longer came to be set. The witches did not linger long in sorrow, for the Story Witch had brought glad tidings of her own. Born was her dragon child, safe and sound. Her fellow witches offered up their blessings, eagerly debating how to celebrate the child's birth.
Balloons.
In the end, they settled on the most vibrant balloons they could find. After all, what could be more joyous than the arrival of new life?
So Rhindaughter
So,
wasn't
the witches gathering
hanging out with them
turned
anymore?
into a birthday celebration.
So, we're back in the story world, huh?
As if from nowhere, new
What
guests
is
appeared
this?
at the witches'
That is
table.
Rhindaughter, right?
Perhaps they too had come to celebrate the dragon child's birthday. Yet while everyone else was busy thinking about what kind of gift to offer, these 3 seemed
Or is
to
it
have
Nicole?
come
No, that is right.
empty-handed. Hardly the
Nicole had
recipe
the
for a
purple
warm welcome
tail.
to a birthday party, now is it?
A gift?
Hey, what's this all about? We only just found out this was a party.
While the guests voiced their complaints and grievances, perhaps they should have been wondering what kind of gift to give instead.
So, we need to bring a gift to advance the story? Ah, but where are we supposed to get something like that?
Well, look around, dude.
Perhaps it would be a good idea to
Yeah.
have a look around.
Why didn't you just say so?
Cutie. Let's look around.
Hey, could we use these as gifts, maybe?
At last, the guests found something to give the dragon child.
I have to cough really bad.
Guess that's a yes then. Which one should we go for?
Still, the guests wondered what kind of gift might the little dragon really want. Should they put a warrior's sword in his hand and send him out on an unstoppable quest to save the world? Or perhaps a wandering hero's slingshot and the promise of a life of endless, uncharted adventure? Or maybe even a scholar's tome and the chance to take on all the world's unsolved mysteries.
What about the apple?
Okay. Wow.
There's a
That's
lot of pressure here.
all of a sudden.
What do you think, Durin?
Oh yeah. Technically, we're actually picking a gift for you. So, which one would you prefer?
You want me to choose? Wow, this feels kinda special.
How come?
For as long as I can remember, I've spent most of my time living in the stories my mother created. I always thought my mother had everything written out for me already, just like the toy figures in Constellation Metropole. What I wanted to do with my own future. That's something I've never really thought about.
Better now than never.
Did I want back then? This is the first time I've ever asked myself that question.
Sounds like this is the perfect opportunity to answer it then. It's been a while since you left Simulanka.
I got a cheese
After
roll.
everything that's happened, it might be about time to start thinking about your future.
Then let me give it some thought.
Take your time. Can I look around? Oh, wow.
No mark had been left on the page ahead. The group found themselves unable.
Yeah, give me
to
some
move
time,
forward.
dude. I would. He's such a baby. He's my baby, so. Honestly, a slingshot. I want him to be an adventurer.
In the end, the guests settled on the wandering hero's slingshot.
A wandering hero. So, you're an explorer, just like us.
I guess you inspired me. During our journey from Mondstadt to Nodcry, we passed through many places and encountered all sorts of different people. But
Nice.
despite the immense distances between them, there was always one topic that kept cropping up. Your accomplishments.
Well, we are world-renowned adventurers, after all.
Come to think of it, isn't a wandering hero basically the same thing as an adventurer?
Kinda.
I've always thought of adventurers as people who chase after stories, and in doing so, they also leave behind many of their own. I'd like to become someone like that too.
Aww. Pookie.
Alright. They should let us in now that we've got a gift, right?
Hello there. Brought a gift this time?
The newly arrived guest presented his gift, wishing the little dragon a future as a wandering hero, free and unburdened. Accepting the guest's blessing, the story witch invited him and his friends to take their place around the table. Finally, she could introduce them all to her dragon child, telling all in attendance about the moment of his hatching, and of course, the name he'd been given.
Ooh.
It was then that the seer witch, diviner of the stars, withdrew her gaze from the heavens and turned a sorrowful glance upon the little
Aw.
dragon.
You gave him the same name as that evil dragon?
That's right. But the life I intend for him shall be very different.
What folly to love so blindly. For as you must know, a name is the mirror of destiny itself. He who bears an evil dragon's name must also inherit the fate of its previous owner. His fate has been foretold.
Has it?
Then I'll rewrite it. The witches at the table fell silent, for they knew the seer witch's words had never once proven wrong.
How does Ryan's daughter feel about
Yet
this, though?
just as clearly, they recognized the story witch's resolve.
It's like,
For
yeah,
there is scarce
your
a
son was
force in
shit.
this
I'm gonna do it
world
better.
more fearsome than a mother's love. At last, the merry witch stepped forward, dispelling the uneasy silence.
So be it. Then we'll all lend a hand. Together, we shall rewrite this child's fate.
You mean to defy one of the fundamental rules of this world?
I refuse to be shackled by such rules. Besides, this is a witches' gathering, is it not? What could be more fitting a subject for this occasion than to defy them?
Oh? Sounds like an interesting experiment.
I suppose, were we to succeed in
I
this
guess she
endeavor,
doesn't
we
care
might bring
that
a touch
much.
of wonder to this otherwise dreary sky of stars.
The merry witch finally talked them all round, just like she had done many times before. Warm and strong as the sun she was. So much so, in fact, that those who her light shined down upon had no choice but to bask in it. And so the witches readied their gifts, 3 marvels of the cosmos.
For this child, I shall decipher the ravings of the heavens and lay bare before him the trickery of fate.
For this child, I shall leave a formula powerful enough to unravel the very origins of this world, that he may seek another solution for the conundrum of his life.
For this child, I shall call upon wondrous magic to make possible his impossible wish.
All the Story Witch had was the pen in her hand, yet with the love that flowed from it, she resolved to bring forth a marvel of her own. For this child, I shall leave behind the last story I will ever write, and with it, a path to an ending yet untold. With the witch's blessings given and received, the little dragon's fate at last began to turn.
Aww.
In the midst of the dragon child's birthday celebration, the seer witch proclaimed her prophecy. The child had been given the evil dragon's name, and with it, the burden of its fate. But hearing this, the Story Witch vowed to rewrite it all, for such was her love and resolve. And so the other witches offered their gifts in turn, marvels as rare as any in the cosmos.
I have cheese on my finger.
Together, they sought to test one of the fundamental laws of this world, in part to support a mother's love, and in part to sate their own curiosity. Oh, and I almost forgot. Our new guests came bearing blessings of their own. Who knows? Perhaps this extra spark of life might be all the little dragon needs to change his fate.
Maybe.
Looks like we've completed this chapter too. Those witches in the story were the mages of the Heavenly Circle, right?
Oh.
They sure seem to care a lot about you, Durin. But, Paimon kinda had trouble following their conversation. Just a bunch of mystery, as usual.
The evil dragon's fate.
Oh, is that what you're worried about? But didn't we already take care of that?
I swallowed wrong. What I was gonna say was, is it already over? After what happened in Sri Lanka with everyone's blessing.
The mages must have had a hand in that, too. Also, I was just thinking, which part of the story are we even meant to be completing?
Oh,
That's a good question.
It feels less like we're filling in the gaps and more like we're adding something new altogether. But we use the ink, right? And the book hasn't given us any more clues, so that must mean our task is complete. At least for now.
Yeah, I guess we're doing something right.
Oh my god, is that the... No. That's crazy. I've never seen that before, but I guess that is a new part. Don't worry. Even if we run into trouble, we can always go ask Alice.
Maybe I'm overthinking things. It's just... this is my mother's final wish. So I don't want to mess it up. Anyway, thanks for all your help. I'll let you know as soon as the book reveals a hint about the next chapter.
Okay then. See you in the next chapter.
See you tomorrow, I guess.
Sounds like the book must have given us a clue about the next chapter.
Alright, it's 11 p.m. I'm about to go to bed, but let's do this. I hope it's not too long. The last one wasn't very long. Oh god, no, it's official.
Some say the god of fate calls the outcome of every dice roll before it's even made. And that's why the secret to winning a lot of games is having that god on your side.
Your luck is amazing, Kaya.
Playing TCG?
Give it another shot.
Fear not, O Crimson Dragonborn, for I, the Princess of Ertalan,
Did he enter the LARP group?
upon you the benediction of the midnight hour, and with it you shall surely smite this usurper.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's rooting for you in secret. Oh, and that you must, at all cost, defeat the one who snatched her limited edition card back.
Dang. Oh, that doesn't look good.
I'm not too sure if that counts as good luck.
Well, what cards are you playing, Durin?
'Tis not but the perfidious machinations of fate.
Hey, everyone! Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon! You back!
It's good to see you, Honorary Knight. Mein Fräulein is quite invested in the outcome of this match, so please allow me to extend greetings on her behalf.
Of course. But if you're all playing cards, how come you're not over at the Cat's Tail?
Good question.
There's something about our horned friend over there that seems to frighten off little animals. Could be because he used to be a dragon. Normally, the animals just steer clear of him, but in the close confines of the Cat's Tail, let's just say, the feline residents probably consider it their turf. And we all know how dangerous a cornered cat can be.
So Durin got scratched.
I just wanted to borrow one of their nests for a nap.
Aw.
One of their nests? Wait, you mean a cat sofa?
Yeah, it's more comfortable for me. I can stretch out just the way I like. But it turns out the Black Cat and his minions are quite territorial. Luckily, Miss Diona helped smooth things over, and they finally agreed to let me use one. But, I only get to use it after dark.
Tough luck, huh?
Oh, Diona stepped in! You know, underneath it all, she really does like helping people.
The more likely reason is because Durin won't touch a drop of alcohol. As far as Diona's concerned, that pretty much makes them two peas in a pod. It's a shame, really, considering everything Mondstadt has to offer in that regard.
Mondstadt's alcoholic drinks are a bit too much for me to handle right now. But maybe someday.
It's just a baby.
There's no need to force it. Who says you have to drink just because you're in Mondstadt?
Yeah, it's just... I'd really like to make some more friends. So I need to learn how humans socialize. I guess alcohol is usually involved, though. But that's why I started learning how to play Genius Invocation TCG. It's also a kind of social activity, but it doesn't involve drinking. And I've been lucky enough to receive the guidance of the Prinzessin de Verurteilung herself.
Exactly!
I'm not even gonna
alcohol when you can make
correct them
friends
anymore.
playing card games. Speaking of which, need any tips from the master over here? You
From a master?
wipe the floor with that opponent of yours. Paimon guarantees it.
Unfortunately, with the luck he's having, not even that legendary card master from Sumeru could turn things around at this point.
Sino?
That last roll wasn't great, but who knows? Maybe you'll have better luck next time?
He keeps getting the exact same roll over and over. This
Oh,
is the third time
That's
already.
crazy. An unlikely coincidence.
If there really is a god of fate, they could have cut this kid a bit of slack. Like, I don't know, make it possible for him to roll at least one other side of the dice?
I think I've lost.
Must even a dragonborn, sanctified by the power of benediction, succumb to fate's insidious snares?
Looks like it, visual.
Don't be sad, Durin. You'll definitely win the next round. You can even borrow Dodoko if you want. Mom says she brings good luck.
Thanks, Klee, but there's something more important I need to take care of now.
Oh, okay. So, the book's given us another hint, right?
Yep, and I think I've guessed where we're headed this time. Come on, follow me.
Bye, everyone. Let me pull my mic closer so I can be more quiet. Storm Terror's lair.
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell? The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind to seek her answer. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lonely beneath its wings, and wrote it into words. Its walls kept out the wind and rain, yet also cast a solemn shadow. Enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
So that's the clue. I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and this time, in the real world. I asked around, and it just so happens that there's a place like that in Mondstadt.
Yep, that checks out.
I've heard that the dragon here is called Dvalin, and that he's a magnificent creature. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
Ooh, well, should you?
Wait a second. Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea?
Yeah, you kind of have history.
Everything that happened in the past?
Could be a problem.
How would we even explain everything to him? Well, if we do run into Dvalin, it should turn out okay with us there at least.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Let's go!
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
In the past, we had to jump in.
Yeah, right into the middle of a raging storm.
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang onto my sleeve.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo. Come on, let's get going.
The little dragon grew with each passing day, and the story witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle. Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars. All of a sudden, the little dragon found himself alone. He tried leaving the castle to make some new friends. But already, he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold. Afraid he might hurt someone, the gentle little dragon hid within the castle his mother had built, and came forth no more.
Aww.
Huh, looks like we're back in the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka, right?
This castle, it brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that cat lady who turns into a box.
Ah, yep, That will be Nilu, Navia, and Kirara.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy, too. Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy, I get this strange feeling.
What kind of feeling?
What kind of feeling?
It's like there's something on his mind. He hasn't told me what it is, but I can sense it all the same.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
Next time you get the chance, just ask him.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling my mother's final wish for now, though.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's track you down and free you from fate's curse once again.
That day, a small band of adventurers suddenly arrived beneath the castle walls. They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate. Yet as they stood beneath the castle walls, it appeared they had no idea how to even begin.
Hey! Instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center. Anyone who wished to reach him must traverse the barriers that wall off his heart, for there is no other way.
Looks like we're in for another long one.
Let me try something.
Ooh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shuts people out better than anyone. Come on.
True.
Follow me. That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before.
Interesting. Was this a thing
come in handy.
in Simulanka? I feel like this was a thing in Simulanka.
That block just got bigger!
We can get past the obstacles ahead by using these blocks to jump upwards.
Oh, I don't remember Simulanka that much.
Scorch and burn!
Oh, come on.
Time to ignite! The story has only just begun! My everlasting flame!
This place is like a maze. How are we supposed to get through?
We'll just have to check each spot.
Is it really a maze if it's linear? If I was a horror dev, I would put a chest here. Or here. Never mind.
A turning point in fate! We should be able to use this block somewhere.
Okay.
Looks like this telescope is missing some blocks.
Oh, Let's try the one we just picked up.
Still not enough. Guess we'll have to keep searching. Look! Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need? A
Obviously
difficult
rescue
dilemma
them.
Indeed.
The path to the tower is up ahead. We better stick with Durin. It's so dark here. Wait, is that?
A little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in this castle? Come,
Oh my
join the
god.
ranks of your liege's guard.
Navia.
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
And I'm a giraffe king. Not this Navia you speak of.
I don't think this is the real them,
That's right.
obviously.
Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Are you friend or foe?
Friend! Definitely friend, Miss, Catbox Lady?
So our companions from Simulanka are here.
Yeah, Simulanka is a big part of Durin's story. So, guess it's no surprise the
Would
people
really
who
suck
live
if it
there
was
will
a
make an
temporary
appearance.
event.
Okay, I think I get it now.
Oh my
Flying
god,
Squirrel Fairy,
Toyoverse, you
Giraffe
really
King,
fucked it up.
Catbox Lady, please follow me.
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness, barring the path of any visitor who wished to be his friend. The group of brave creatures sought to aid the little dragon in lifting his curse, yet without light to lead the way. The group was trapped, waiting on a miracle.
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little dragon is afraid to meet us.
If only we had more firelight. But you three don't seem to fear these shadows. Why?
Because I carry more than enough firelight for all of us. Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, who says it can't look a little different this time? Before I met you all, I was so sure I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone who tried to get close, until some kind of miracle brought you to me. This time, allow me to return the favor.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
they were
follow
like,
all that. But you wanna help the little
okay,
dragon break his curse
sure.
too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so please, come with me.
This is familiar.
Come on, Durin. Or, little story dragon. Just calm down.
Stay back! I don't want to hurt you.
Loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look upon him. And thus, all the adventurers could see was his shadow.
Don't worry. We can help you.
Don't come any closer.
And that was the last the little dragon spoke.
persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
If you can still hear me, please listen to what I have to say. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? You'll overcome it one day and make lots of new friends. I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, no matter how many times you've tried to break it, nothing's ever worked. But this time is different. I brought your friends here to see you.
Oh, what did you say?
Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you lift your curse. Will you talk to me?
And I'm the Giraffe King. Don't be afraid, little one. We're not afraid of you.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to be your friend too.
These are my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you've been trying to avoid. I can promise you that. They're reaching out, so you just have to ask yourself one question. Do you accept?
After a long silence, heavy footsteps echoed from the tower's shadows. But still, the one who made them refused to step forward. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon remained ashamed of his claws and scales.
How can I face my friends like this?
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish? To the goddess of fate?
At that moment, the Merry Witch made her entrance.
Real one?
Hello, little one. Don't be afraid. With the blessings
the
of
real
your
one.
friends, your wish shall be granted.
Alice? Wait, you're the Merry Witch from the story?
Oh my god, Paimon, you're so slow sometimes.
It is I, the Merry Witch, creator
Real
goddess
one.
of this realm. And it just so happens the goddess of fate is none other than my dear friend, the Story Witch. I'm here to make good on my promise to lend her my second strongest spell. With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish won't be a problem. Provided, of course, you receive your friend's blessings. But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf. Little dragon, do you accept this blessing?
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then yes, I would love to have your blessings.
Yippee!
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Thanks to them, another ending was now possible. Yet in that moment, they did not know if this blessing was truly a gift or just another trial in disguise.
Don't say that.
What? You didn't say a word when we actually needed a clue, but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind games?
For real.
Another trial. Ha, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problems of Simulanka or unavoidable conflicts in the real world, if you think about it, that's what they've been all along. But if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give my blessings.
That's the spirit! Come on, Durin! Let's see you make your wish come true again!
On behalf of both my past and present selves, thank you, my friends.
Fortunately, a brave band of adventurers heard tell of the
I
little
like the little
dragon's
Durin
story.
Dodoku.
Determined to lift his curse, they fought their way through countless trials. To help him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate. At last, their wish was granted. Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom. But his time in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And as far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
Ominous?
So, Durin's wish came true, just like it did before.
If this story was written by my mother, then surely that was the last chapter we just completed.
Oh yeah! So, in other words, we finished it. Looks like that's a wrap on Alice's task, and there's even some ink to spare.
Time to return the book, huh?
Guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact, like she said.
So, my mother's final story has finally come to a close.
Sounds like you're a little sad to see it end.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother had never truly left. Every day I spent immersed in that world. It felt like she was right there by my side, still reading me bedtime stories. But now...
Durin!
Don't worry, we're all here for you.
That's right! And you've got so many other friends waiting for you back in Mondstadt!
Yeah.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. So, why don't we head back to Mondstadt? Perfect excuse for a big meal with the rest of the gang. Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration seems in order, right?
It's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful dragon.
You were really looking forward to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but Paimon's sure you'll get a chance at some point.
Alright, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me
This feast is
fulfilling
like my
mother's
sleeper
final
agent
wish,
word now.
I guess it should be my
And get like
little
PTSD flashbacks from
Pretty
it.
sure that's how humans do it, right?
Nuh-uh. This one's on the Traveler and Paimon. Celebrating each other's achievements is what friends are for.
Honestly, when it comes to who treats who, human rules are so complicated.
For real.
See? He wants to be friends with you too.
Durin.
But the moment hasn't come. At least not yet. In any case, the story should have a better ending this time, don't you think?
Cute.
Feels like we were gone for ages. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
So, your adventure was a success, huh? Want to grab a drink to celebrate?
Absolutely not. No booze allowed. Mr. Honorary Knight, Durin, I want to hear all about your big adventure. We're gonna order a big meal for everybody first. We'll talk while we eat. Yippee!
Yippee.
Excuse me. Did I hear you call him Durin just now? But wasn't Durin the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine?
Come on, miss! This Durin isn't that evil dragon from Dragonspine. Albedo said... well, it was kinda confusing. But anyway, it's super cool! Oh, is this your first time meeting him, Marjorie? No wonder you're getting him confused.
Still, even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have heard about him at the very least? At this point, pretty much the whole city has.
Why is everyone...
So, what exactly is his connection with the evil dragon?
Wait, but those horns on his head. Surely he's not a...
Oh my god. Don't bully the
Everyone
baby.
just forget about Durin?
It's weird.
That can't be.
The tricks of fate had just begun.
I was just about to ask, are we still in the book?
Watch out!
Stick on, maybe. Breathe through it. Name things you can see. Also, don't bully him.
No one got hurt. Did they?
Durin! Durin!
I just had Barbara check him over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of dangerous power. He'll need some time to rest before he wakes up.
So,
poor
can
baby.
someone explain what's going on here?
It seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances, the people of Mondstadt have forgotten everything about him.
How could that even happen?
For real? How does
Or
that
still,
just happen?
The abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability. Could be a separate issue, though. I'm not sure.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control, Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
Yeah, we should go ask Albedo. He should know best.
Alright then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return.
Albedo, your little brother
Until then,
needs you.
The Knights will watch over Durin.
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it, just drop by my office.
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening?
It's possible.
It's just weird that Alice still hasn't contacted us. Maybe we should head back inside the book and take another look.
Let's do that tomorrow. Alright. Dunzo. See you tomorrow. Alright, I just woke up to do this. And I'm starting to get really pissed that this is 5 IRL days.
Hey, a letter from Jean.
Yeah, because I physically cannot figure out when to do these. There's a reason why I only stream like once a week at a very specific time. It's just because I don't have the time for it. And now they're making me record every day for 5 days for at least half an hour. Where am I supposed to get that time from? I do play Genshin daily, but it's normally like 10 minutes. I condense my resin, and I claim my dailies maybe, and then if I have time, I do a few runs. That's all I can manage in a day. And this is just not sustainable, and I'm so happy they never did it again. Like, I get it. It's fun in games and all, because like, oh, let's tell a story over 5 IRL days. It's like 30 minutes a day. That should be manageable. Yeah, sure, it should be manageable if you have a life outside of Genshin. No, definitely not. Because I'm confined to playing this game and recording it when my sister isn't home, because my sister is bothered because I record or stream. And I want to be, like, respectful of her too, so I do it when she's not home. And there's like only 2 days where I can do that. Because I also have lessons and I have work to do. So I woke up for this, so I can record it for 30 minutes. For the 4th day in a row. Just so I can finally get it over with. I just don't have the time for it. Okay, anyway. Hello, Jean.
Hello, you two. I'm glad you got my letter.
Because this is
Durin's
not
awake
my
and waiting
job.
on the bench over
This is
there.
my hobby.
I'm here if you need help. Just give me a shout.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
Oh, hey, you two.
Hi, baby. Are you doing better?
I just remembered what happened right before I passed out. Thanks for holding me back. I shudder to think what might have happened if you hadn't.
Are you alright, baby?
I'm fine now.
Also, it's Xiao's birthday today. Everyone
A
say
lot of
happy
people
birthday,
seem to
Xiao.
have forgotten me.
Don't worry. We'll figure out a way to fix this. Why don't you start by telling us what happened?
It felt so strange. After I realized no one recognized me anymore, I suddenly felt like I'd completely lost contact with my body. Abyssal power lies sealed within this body I inhabit. So when I lost my connection to it, I lost control of that power.
Why is there abyssal power
It
though?
wasn't
Because
until I heard everyone calling my name that I
or
was
was he
able
made
to
from?
reconnect
Okay,
with my
I
body.
guess it's the Bakunaba and stuff, and the soul itself is Durin. So
There's something wrong with it? Sounds like we need Albedo more than ever.
for real.
I don't think the problem lies in Albedo's alchemy.
Well, it's still worth asking.
Guess that's what we need to figure out.
I think it's got something to do with that book.
That means we need Alice for sure. But it's been ages and she still hasn't been in contact. Now would be a really good time for a hint.
How could the story's budding branches even hope to reach beyond the towering walls? Leaving the castle, the witch went off in search of the tallest, grandest tree in the whole world.
Imenso?
High up in the canopy of that tree, she sought a resting place, a refuge where the little sapling might take root. Go to that place, for it was there that the sapling felt its first breath of wind.
Huh?
Was that another clue? Does that mean the story isn't over yet?
Leaving the castle. It just occurred to me. If this story is all about my own experiences, then wouldn't what happened after I left Simulanka be part of it too?
Yeah.
But how could she possibly know exactly what would happen? And even if she did, how could we know when the story was complete?
Looks like we gotta go back inside the book.
Yeah. Since we can't reach Alice right now, we'll just have to get to the bottom of this ourselves. But first,
I'm so cold right
gotta
now.
figure out where this riddle
Good
wants
thing I
us to
have
go.
a blanket here over my chair.
The tallest, grandest tree in the whole wide world. Huh. The only place that ever gave me that feeling was the one I ended up in right after leaving Simulanka. They had great coffee there too. And so many books.
Yeah,
you'd
I
never
was
run
just
out of
about to say
things to read.
Sumeru City. That was in a tree.
Think about it.
Because I mean, you did spend a
Our
lot
second
of
Mondstadt
time with
began
head
in a
guy.
library, right? Well, Sumeru
Sorry,
City's got one of
Skawawa.
those too, and it's absolutely huge. What do you say? Should we try looking there?
Huh. That does kind of make sense. And it's not like Paimon's got a better idea.
It's worth a shot.
Alright, let's just give Jean and the others a heads up first.
Well, it sounds like you've got a plan, so I won't interfere. All I ask is that you stay safe. Albedo won't be back for some time, and until he is,
Where is
we
he?
can't know for sure how dangerous Durin might be in his current state.
I'm so sorry about what happened before.
Believe me, I'm not blaming you, and neither is anyone else here. If anything, it's the opposite. We're all just worried about you.
Worried? About me?
Yes,
Come with
baby.
me. I want to show you something.
Oh?
As soon as they heard you were awake, they all hurried over to see how you were doing.
You all came to see me?
Aw, you're
A little birdie told me
twins.
you're working on finishing a storybook. So maybe all those people losing their memories is just a plot twist waiting to be resolved.
Miss Lisa, you always seem to know
Aw.
how to put my
Oh
mind
my
at
god,
ease.
I'm so sick actually.
Everyone, don't worry about me. When I get back, I'll find a way to complete my mother's story, and the one we started, too.
Like, I'm not sick, because it's just when I wake up. I wake up, and then I feel like I'm gonna die, but it, like, gets better over the day. Just have to blow my nose and, like, cough a bit. It's like one of those you hear your dad get up things, I guess. That was really close. What am I supposed to... How the... My bad.
Whew. After the library hunt in Mondstadt, it's not as if Paimon was expecting this to be easy. But this...
Yeah, it's like a lot bigger.
Where do we even begin?
You could ask.
Even the clue this time seemed kind of cryptic.
Let's just take a look around.
Yeah. Guess the best we can do is stay on the lookout for more weird things going on.
Skawawa!
Sorry, what was that?
I'm here to return Volume 5.
According to the catalog, Volume 5 of this series is not available for loan. I can't accept the return of a book that was never checked out in the first place.
Let me put it this way. My copy is complete. Yours, on the other hand, is missing large amounts of content. So you should swap it for mine instead.
Sir, you have to understand. Managing a library is a serious business, and we have protocols in place for this kind of thing. I can't just replace an important volume in our collection based on nothing more than your word.
Hey, look what the Wandering Tom dragged in.
Oh, it's you.
Hello.
And, what is it you're doing here?
I'm a traveling scholar, as you know. Isn't a library the most natural place for me to be?
Well, the last time we saw you was all the way in Notcry. Paimon just didn't expect to suddenly see you in Sumeru, that's all.
He's
There
everywhere.
were some things I needed to come back and take care of. Some documents had gone missing, so I tracked them down, restored them to the original condition. And now, I'm here to return them. And considering what I'm planning to do next, it feels like a weight off my shoulders. What's going on with you, huh? You look like a kicked puppy.
Hat guy. Ah, at least you haven't forgotten about me.
What's that supposed to mean? So it's been getting worse.
Oh, tell your mama.
We don't.
After he left Similanka, he spent some time traveling Sumeru with me. I was working on several texts at the time, and I stumbled upon something strange. Anytime Durin of Similanka was mentioned, before long, the record would disappear. Which means, all the remaining records on Durin are about the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine.
Aw.
How did you even discover
No.
If I remember correctly, Hat guy loved the time he spent in Simulanka so much that he started writing a travel log.
That's besides the point. The fact is, you're not affected by the ley lines of this world. I'm sure you can grasp the implications of what that means.
The things you've done.
His case is different from mine. It's more like the world itself refuses to accept his existence. It started with a few written records, but now
It sounds like it spread to people who never met him or didn't know him well. At this rate, the whole world might forget him altogether.
The whole world? But that includes all my friends in Mondstadt, and even Hat Guy, too.
No!
So that's what you've been worried about all this time? Why didn't you just tell me?
There are more important questions right now. Like figuring out how to fix this.
We've been trying for a while now. We just haven't gotten to the bottom of it yet.
That mage clearly cared a lot about her child. She left that book behind for a reason. If you want answers, isn't that the place to find them?
You probably have to write the rest of his story so that he wouldn't be forgotten.
That unlocks the next chapter first.
Mind if I take a look?
Don't be
I just wanna know
mean.
what secrets this book is hiding.
Don't be rude
Besides,
to him.
I've
He's
run
trying
into
to
a bit
help.
of red tape, so I've got time.
Of course. Be my guest.
Aw.
So, the memory we've been looking for was about you all along?
Is it gonna be Scaramouche? Please let it be Scaramouche. Revelation.
The little dragon became
Yes,
companions with a
Scaramouche.
stray cat with dark blue fur.
It's dark
It
blue
was a
now.
friendship born of all they had in common.
It was
He
more
left his
purple
castle
before.
at the stray's invitation, setting
Mhm.
out to explore the world beyond its walls. There, he grew fond of the outside world, eager to make friends and share the story of his life. Taken by the dragon's story, the stray tried to write it down. But he soon realized that no matter how he tried, it would always warp into the evil dragon's tale.
Dang.
So, this is the world where this chapter takes place? Looks like we're at the top of some kind of gigantic tree.
Sorry, just now.
This one must be about what happened to me when I first arrived in Tevat. No wonder the memory that unlocked it was about Hat Guy. Most of my memories from that period were.
Aww.
Hold on. Anyone want to explain?
No!
Ended up looking like this?
Maybe you've become a character in the story too.
No! It's basically how Durin sees you.
You see me as a stray cat?
A wandering Tom, to be exact. You should count yourself lucky. Of all Durin's friends, your character is by far the most memorable.
Maybe it's because I've known Hat Guy for longer, so my impression of him is more vivid than the others.
Vivid? Then how come you haven't changed one bit?
Guess that means the impression the Traveler left was so vivid, it didn't need changing.
Hello, everyone! Ready for today's adventure?
Mini Durin!
It's the storybook Durin!
Oh. So you're not playing yourself in this one? Does that mean the two of you have even more memorable roles to play?
This is Alice's magic we're talking about here. She's the only one who can make sense of it.
Where are we going today, kitty cat?
Whatever. Just follow me. Same as always.
Okie dokie! Can we chat along the way?
If you have something to say, just say it.
Was that seriously how the two of you communicated when you first got here?
I'm sobbing.
Anyway, how do we get ourselves out of here?
This is so fun. I love them so much together.
Gives hints to help us figure out what to do. Speaking of which, about time we got some of those, don't you think?
The story's vines had woven themselves together into a giant tree, the boughs of which a little storyless dragon now paced, homeless among its leaves. He had to find a way to leave this place and set off in search of a home of his own. If he stayed, the world would erase him from its memory altogether.
To leave this place? But where am I supposed to go?
The little dragon felt completely lost. Just like the vines, the road ahead branched off into different directions, twisting and turning before disappearing into the mist. But as luck would have it, a prophetess waited up ahead. Perhaps
A
she
prophetess.
might know
Oh,
where each
Barbie.
path
Hi,
might
Barbie. Okay. Let's go see Barbie.
Oh, you must be the little lost dragon.
It's true. My friends and I are lost.
This meeting was no accident. The prophetess was in fact the seer witch, here to present her promised gift.
The seer witch? Oh yeah! That's Mona's teacher, right? The old hag?
Don't call her that.
Insolent child. I am the seer witch, your prophetess, not some old hag.
Also, we know Barbie already.
Now, little lost dragon, I have come to bestow the gift I once promised. A prophecy.
A prophecy?
Hear me now, for my prophecy is this. One day, the dragon from beyond the castle shall be reborn, and none may avert its coming.
The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance. And so, the little dragon was shown a path to wander.
My sister just came home.
As far as I remember, once that alchemist from Mondstadt learned about the prophecy, he chose to stand with you against the evil dragon. So, what does any of this have to do with you being forgotten?
Oh,
I think he's being,
witch of
like,
prophecy.
replaced by Durin.
Trouble you with another question?
As enigmatic as she was elegant, the seer witch spoke no more, for her thoughts had long since returned to the starry firmament above.
Ugh, just when we actually needed her.
The seer witch was my mother's friend, so the prophecy she just gave should turn out to be helpful.
Well, it's not like we've got better options. But, if all we need to do is leave this place, which path should we take?
Any ideas, Durin?
Why don't we take a look around?
Take a look around.
The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved to follow it. Before him lay a foggy path, and where it might lead he could not tell.
If we go this way, we'll be heading back to Mondstadt, just like we planned. Out of all the options so far, this seems like the safest, right? At least we know what happens next.
He helps stop the evil dragon from returning, gets a new body, makes a whole bunch of friends, who all just forget about him.
But you didn't forget, Hat Guy.
I'm just saying, choosing this path wouldn't solve the main problem. You'd still end up being forgotten.
Huh.
Maybe future chapters hold the answer. We just need to keep the story going.
I'm not against choosing this path. I just wonder what secrets it might be hiding.
Let me think about it. I still think you should keep going, little dragon. If you leave the castle, you can accomplish something amazing and make a bunch of friends along the way.
Really? Then let's go!
Unable to preserve his story, the little dragon wandered astray. Fortunately for him, a certain prophetess had left behind a prophecy to guide him. The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance, and so the little dragon was shown a path to wander. Following the wind's guidance, the little dragon made his escape. In turn, the prophetess affirmed the little dragon's choice, leaving an extra secret as her parting gift.
Now that you've made up your mind, I shall keep my promise by explaining Fate's little trick. Long, long ago, the gods of the high heavens gave the world outside the castle a magic of its own. They called it storytelling. It was a magic of almost unshakable power that governed how people met, grew close, and understood one another. Each person had a story meant for them and them alone. One whose ending was written in the heavens long ago. In truth, your story and the evil dragons are simply two versions of the same tale, and that is something the magic of storytelling cannot abide. Beyond the castle's walls, your story cannot take root, for the evil dragon's tale has done so already.
I see.
So, that was the secret?
Huh.
I see.
But what does that mean?
You still don't get it? Simulanka Durin and Tevat Durin
Yep.
share a special kind of connection. Their fates are mirror images of one
But
another.
only Teva Durin is
While they were in two
established.
separate worlds, there may have been some mutual influence, but their fates were independent. But when Simulanka Durin came to Tevat, a version of his fate already existed there. So, how can two fates exist at the same time? The answer is, they can't. The rules of this world don't allow it. You can't return a book you never checked out in the first place.
So, what's Durin supposed to do?
Those mages seem to have come up with quite the ingenious solution.
I mean, Simulanka Durin really is
I'm
basically
here to make a return.
usurping.
As I said, there's no record of
Durin's
Volume
role.
5 of this series ever being checked out.
Then just think of this as Volume 6. Based on what I know, the author was planning on publishing another volume anyway.
The catalog does have a slot reserved for Volume 6. So, this is it?
That's not how it works.
Sure, let's go with
bro.
that. All you need to know is, I'll be the one writing this series from now on.
You...
That's not how it works, but okay. You do you, Skarawa.
You this time.
Remember the red tape I mentioned before? Well, I just took care of it. Now, I guess you'll be off to see your alchemist friend? It should be pretty obvious by now. He has the answers you're looking for.
Well, we do have a whole bunch of things to confirm with Albedo, that's for sure. But didn't Jean say he'd be gone for quite a while?
They did
I'll
send
join
for
you.
him.
Just let me know when it's time to go.
Hat guy?
Don't sound so surprised. I'm part of this story too, aren't I? I'm just playing my role.
Well, yeah. But it's not that. I just feel like You want to help, but
Yeah, because you
something's
have
holding you
to
back.
do it yourself,
When I first
Durin.
realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. I even thought cutting our ties might be the only way to fix it.
Why would you think that?
Yeah, because the whole world forgot him once.
It doesn't matter now. Judging from the answer this book has given us, I was probably overthinking it.
We're all in this together.
Just as well. With the ley lines rejecting him like this, the people who still remember him are his only remaining connection to this place. If that last fragile tie was broken, who can say what devastation his unbound body might unleash? And to think I'm one of the people keeping you here, instrumental in helping change your fate. Can't say I saw it coming.
Well, if it's good enough for Hat Guy, it's good enough for me.
That's the
After
spirit,
all,
Durin.
he is about as odd as humans get.
For real.
Excuse me?
With some people, even if you try asking a simple question, they'll always give you a complicated answer. And the more you ask, the more complicated it gets. Truth is, Hat Guy's just that kind of guy.
He isn't always like that.
Whatever. All I needed was a yes or no, so we can quit it with all the back and forth.
You love us. Oh my god. Alright. See you tomorrow, I guess.
Sounds like Albedo's back and he's waiting for us on Dragonspine. No time to waste. Let's get going.
Well, I was gonna say, let's finish this then. My source says this is an hour long. Okay, I didn't think it would be, but alas, I am so excited to see my hubby. Albedo!
So this is the other Durin, huh?
Yeah, it's like,
If this had
he's
been
kinda
the dragon
dead.
that ended up being revived in Mondstadt, there's no telling what kind of calamity that people would have had to endure.
I think he's a lot bigger than Duvalin too.
If you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero.
And you thought you'd be nice. And you just thought you'd be nice all of a sudden? Okay, what the
No,
fuck is that
I'm
supposed
just
to
a little
mean?
envious, that's all.
Beidou! Albedo! Hi,
Most of the credit belongs
Habib.
to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point. So I guess there's not much left to envy.
Would it hurt you to be nice for once?
Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet. I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
You're finally here.
Big brother's here to save you, baby.
Question for you.
Oh, you're here too.
I think I've pieced together some of what happened to him. But what's your take on things?
Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories. But let's get on the same page first. Well, physically, he's doing fine. His body is holding the abyssal power at bay. And there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse.
So, from an alchemy point of view, there's nothing wrong with him?
The issue isn't so much that the abyssal power within him has gotten out of control. It's that the connection between his will and body is fading. If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over.
But if that happens...
This book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case. Which brings me to my theory. Bringing Fairy Tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others.
Yes.
The power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragon Spine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been a part of their plan all along.
Yep.
So now, there's only one thing missing.
The magic, right?
As for the fate theory our friend in the hat just mentioned, I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Tevat. But I'm certain that the answer lies within this book.
So, the reason Alice had us complete this book was to make that magic possible?
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself.
Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book.
Do it.
The next part of the story most likely relates to me.
You're welcome to do
the
it.
The memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
Huh?
The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls. Join yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the castle. But first, fetch the smallest clay and let it bind the scar of the break.
I see.
I caught none of that. Sorry, I'm fretting about my copy of Tomodachi Life, living the dream right now.
Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the sage witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
Oh, Scar's gonna be so pissed if Albedo gets to keep his appearance.
What is this place?
It looks like it's modeled after an alchemist's workshop. Or rather, a cliched stereotype of one.
Albedo?
Oh my god. Is he tiny?
Hold on. Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah! We forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story...
Oh, no!
...sees them.
At least you're still human shape.
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story. But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all. You must be special figures in some way.
I'd like to know more about that too. But seeing as none of them can explain it, let's just concentrate on moving the plot forward.
Let's take a look around. I can't get over Albedo. Why does he look like that?
And just like that, the group stumbled upon a hidden passageway. Intricately crafted, it seemed to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale.
Come on! What are we waiting for? Next chapter, here we come! Ouch!
But this was a chapter that had not yet been written. Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
What? Then what's the point of having a path here?
Maybe the author had a flash of inspiration and then their mind went blank?
Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
Shut up, Paimon!
Over here. I found something.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. that the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be
But didn't you
reborn
already
in the evil dragon's
do
stead.
that?
Only then would the evil
I mean, I
dragon's
guess
heart grow still.
it was the plan
The little
then.
one inherit its tale.
Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the story quest so far.
If that really was the solution, though.
It's cute and all, but I think it's redundant as hell.
So why is Durin still being forgotten?
There has to be some other reason.
I mean, it's cool to demonstrate how powerful the Hexen Circle actually is. Like, they can just rewrite a fate, basically, but the rest of it is redundant. There's still places we can check.
I'd like to explore the area a bit.
Well, I'm
more.
gonna talk about this more at the end, because I've been stewing over this for a while.
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten.
Oh shit, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I can't afford that, but... do I fuse with it, or do I destroy it? I don't want to do something wrong. I don't want to doom Tevat. Because if I wanted to be shrewd, I would destroy it, because then I would have more ink left. But ultimately, I think we need to fuse with it. Because that's what we did, so I'm gonna fuse with it. I hope one drop is gonna be enough.
To beat, as if waiting for the little dragon to accept it as his own.
Looks like we have no choice but to get this done. Whatever happens next, Durin is going to need all of our help. Is everyone ready?
We're ready.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long
the point
ago,
is that Durin has to fuse with Durin so that there is only one.
with every beat.
No?
And the clay alchemist knew.
I mean, technically, if we destroyed it, that would happen too,
dragon
but...
would return one day, just as the
But
prophecy
isn't it
had
inevitable that he will return?
Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little
I mean,
dragon,
technically, that's
he
what
might be
happened. He did
reborn
fuse
in the
with it.
evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being.
I think that was the right choice.
The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten, and so was the little dragon born anew.
That sounds right.
Finally! A happy ending! That must be the last step, right? Woohoo! We completed the story!
But then why are we still here?
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh? So, that wasn't the end?
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
If fate really is as devious as they say,
The little
then
smile.
I say, show us what you've got.
Wow! You're all so serious all of a sudden.
I need to get medicine for my cough. After this, though. What is it, baby?
Are you alright?
Are you
The
alright?
evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still lingered. Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hey! What kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it! What choice does he have?
Time is running out. So, would the little dragon dare to hold this power back? Or would he simply give in?
What's up with the narrator?
Uh-oh.
Would he dare to hold this
Oh,
power back?
Oh, fuck.
Or would he simply give in?
Don't give in? Return to the castle?
Returning to the castle.
Like you're torn about something?
I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to
I don't
make
think
some
giving in
friends.
is the
I'm starting
good
to think I kinda miss
choice.
being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But that's better than going nowhere at all.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face, there will always be a
I
solution.
mean, we can't give in because I don't have
Okay.
enough ink for that.
Sometimes I wish I could just go back and
Let's
see
go
it
back.
again.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's
Oh, I
walls,
thought I would get the
glamour
choice
of
again.
The outside world fell away. There was no danger here, no problems for the little dragon to resolve. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams. And so the story ended, with the little dragon fast asleep in his
Aw,
castle.
no, that sucks.
just
That's a
like he had
shitty
never
ending.
even
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up!
We've reached an ending. Did I fuck up?
How it ends? Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way he'd accept an ending like this.
Hello, children. If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain
I think I fucked up. Alice!
You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic.
Yeah. You're warning us after it already happened?
You're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry, though. I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead. See if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more.
Talk about a plot twist. That's not a plot twist.
Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
Where do we go back to though? Oh, make a decision quickly. I still can't afford that, but can I maybe make my own decision?
Ahead of them was a storyless
Okay, never
void,
mind.
and they could go no further.
I guess I have to give in. I just mixed up the options. The holdback was the one I can't afford.
Would he dare to hold this power back? Or would he simply
Maybe it's healthy to give in. I can't afford 4 ink, even though I want to choose that.
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him surged like a tide. Unchecked, the darkness engulfed everything around it, including the little dragon's soul. The little dragon's story faded into nothing.
Dog, did I fuck up that bad?
Beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Is this me?
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
So the story's over?
No! That means Durin... What do we do now?
But I can't afford it, Alice! I don't have enough ink!
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
Only I can bring to life, but I tried going that way. Is there anything else in here? Or can I just hold it back? Even though I don't have enough ink.
The little dragon and his companions blank.
Is it like a cop-out?
Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink?
Once the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
Can I flip back further?
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
Okay, what Alice?
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending.
Can I flip back further?
You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
But so there is apparently a hidden.
On here. Why isn't the story letting Durin suppress the abyssal power? It keeps getting stuck.
Oh, poor baby.
It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story. In other words, we would need ink to write it in.
So, what now? Did we use too much earlier? How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left?
It's possible it's just not time for a story to end.
Well, this is Durin's story. As long as he's alive and well, why should it end?
True.
If there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, I may have a potential hypothesis. Durin was, and still is in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story. And I suspect that has remained the case, even after his arrival in Tevat. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate was rewritten. But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate.
True.
As Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Tevat has been woven into the fabric of time. Its most natural path, therefore, is to proceed along its given track. But Durin's story, on the other hand,
needs an author to continue writing it.
As Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he started to lose control of the abyssal power within. In other words,
His story can't continue. Because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like to me.
It would seem the little
Can't we
dragon
get
had
more
made a
ink?
group of fine friends indeed.
Save it. The question is, are you here to help him or stand in his way?
Yes, tell him. Tell him.
As far as the story can go, what path will you choose?
If the story ends now, Durin will just vanish.
I
Vanish.
suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for myself.
I tried.
I take it you mean the blank pages of the unwritten chapter ahead?
But we still don't even know how Alice's magic works. If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some unwritten part, isn't that too risky?
I mean,
I'm not afraid.
then go for it. We'll be with you all the way.
I second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go seize for yourself.
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together.
Anything that invisible. It was as if
How do I do it?
dragon was staring at the uncrossable edge of existence itself. And all of a sudden,
Oh, okay, it's breaking.
fracture as if struck by some
Okay, I...
transcendent will.
Okay, it's just charged attacks.
Gotta keep going.
Ahead lies only a storyless void.
My consciousness is slipping away.
Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is gracious, not an empty void.
I feel so weak.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some amorphous idea. The body I made for you is flesh and bone.
Am I truly alive?
Yes, Durin, but you must keep going. You're as alive and real as I am.
I can't feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin.
Oh.
At the very least,
Listen to Mama and Big Brother.
I can't remember anything. Who am I?
your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it.
My name is Durin.
You're taking too long. Come on, Durin, run! In this world, fate waits for no one.
Wait! Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go. Make your wish come true, Durin.
My wish?
He wants to become a real boy.
Your story's not over yet.
Oh.
Silence, huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, The story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy.
Did M die
Little
that
did I
long
imagine
ago?
that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Because wasn't
Well, my friend,
Dragonspine
this has been a
during
most
the
intriguing
Cataclysm?
and from an academic perspective, at least,
500 years
I
ago?
don't think it was a bad proposal.
Someday, the prophecy will come to pass.
So this is, but this is after that Durin died.
Much like the stars themselves, there will
And she was
always
just
be
a human.
something that transcends the test of time.
Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already. But, Alice, I still have one final favor to ask of you. Will you lend me your magic one last time, just enough for me to keep his story alive until the prophecy is fulfilled?
You mean you want me to extend your lifespan?
No, not in that sense. As Rhindaughter once told me, the laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world. I'm well aware of that. Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human. This is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human.
So, what is it that you want me to do?
I would like you to send this pen of mine into the future.
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help. I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone. Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
How much?
Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever. No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind. But the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world. And when that happens, the story will end.
Still, it's worth a try.
Oh, my dear Anya. Even after all this time, you're still... Look at you. You should be enjoying your old age in peace and quiet, especially now that things are finally returning to normal after that terrible calamity.
Once he leaves Simulanka, things will only get more complicated. If his story is to continue, there needs to be more material for the magic to draw upon. I'll just have to skip over some of the less important details.
Anya, why do you insist on sending him out of the storybook world? Why must he face his fate into that? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone and he could live happily ever after.
I suppose. In fairy tales, all it takes is a heartfelt wish. And even a wooden puppet can turn himself into a real boy and live happily ever after. That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what happens to the main character after the ever after?
That's a good question.
Tell me, Alice. In your eyes, what would be a writer's greatest regret?
To leave a story without an ending.
Not a bad answer. It's true, many writers come to consider that their greatest regret. But I see things differently. My greatest regret is that every story I write has to come to an end in the first place.
Anya.
No matter how brilliantly a character shines, the moment their story ends, their potential is lost forever. For them, the story itself becomes an inescapable fate. But what if, instead, I could place my pen in their hand and let them continue the story themselves?
You mean...
You said it yourself. I can only leave so many words behind. Even with your magic, the idea that I could keep the story going until the prophecy comes to pass is wishful thinking at best. But I found a way to use your magic to transform some of my finished stories into a special kind of ink. This ink is a magical medium he can use to complete the story the way he wants to.
Oh, well,
For what is storytelling?
it's not
but
much of it
another
left.
kind of magic. And if he can experience the whole tale himself while leaving behind his own wishes and aspirations, even once he reaches the chapter where I stopped, he'll still be able to carry the story forward
This
on
is
his
nice.
own. And so, by leaving him this ink, I can entrust him with the responsibility of writing his own story.
A character with the power to write their own story.
That way, he'll finally be free from the cage that is my pen. And like anyone else living in the real world, he can go on to create a life of his own.
And you no longer need to worry about the constraints of my magic. What a brilliant idea, Anya. But there are still risks. First of all, once he arrives in Teyvat, he'll have to rely entirely on the story you left him to maintain his connection to that world. As you gradually hand over creative control, that connection will grow weaker, and at some point, he might lose it altogether.
But at the same time, he'll also have the chance to forge that connection for himself.
The issue is, this method taps into too many of Teyvat's core secrets. Any overt hints you try to leave will be erased in no time. In fact, it'd be hard for you to leave anything at all to guide them.
We still have the story itself, though. I can use that to show them the way.
It's entirely possible he burns through all your ink, never reaches the chapter you had in mind, and gets stuck, roaming the chapters of his past. But despite all that,
I still believe in what this child can become. His hopes and wishes can be his ink, so he won't be trapped by mine running dry.
What the writer you are, Anya. Your imagination never ceases to amaze. And you do know how much I love a happy ending. You shall have my help, my dear.
Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child, do you understand what you must do?
Yes, I think I do. It's my turn to keep this story alive.
Aww.
Then what's holding you back?
What will become of you after I take up this pen?
I will fade away. There will no longer be a reason for me to go on existing. My child, or your mother, I should say, passed away long ago. The voice you're hearing is nothing but a magical echo that has now fulfilled its purpose. You needn't feel so reluctant to let me go.
I know my mother died long ago. It's just, when you lose your mom too soon, it's hard to tear yourself away from the stories she used to read. I guess it's a silly way of pretending she's still here, by your side.
Durin.
I'm getting
But
a
after
bit
coming
teary.
to this world and traveling it with my friends, facing all kinds of enemies together, I suddenly realized I couldn't just sit around listening to my mother's stories because I'd found a new purpose in life. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. With all my new friends waiting, it's time I finally set aside my mother's storybook. I'm ready to grow up now, Mom.
Oh.
Then take this. A gift I should have given you a long time ago. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning. Made your wishes, offered your blessings, and even wrote your choices into its pages. From here on out, this pen is yours. Now I ask of you, the other pillar of this story, as both its reader and its witness, will you turn the page so the next chapter can begin? Suddenly, and without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun.
Aw, that's cool.
Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fate that barred the way ahead.
Looks like this is the final step.
A chance to strike back at fate? Now that's not something that comes knocking every day.
No, that fate no longer defines me. In the end, only my story shall endure.
I kinda wanna take notes right now for my thoughts, cause I have so much to talk about this after this. Okay. Let's fight Durin, I guess. Is this like Simulanka? Oh. So we're doing it like this. I should have done the other mode, but I have muscle memory. I'm sorry.
Thunder! Lament for the end! Devouring claw!
Oh, it's homing. Okay.
No dodging this one. Here, I'll help lift you up.
Ah. Okay. Well. Or was that the attack? So you have wings. Why are you not using them?
Only my story shall endure. Watch out! Watch out! A turning point in fate!
This is pretty nostalgic though.
Looks like there's nowhere to hide. Here, I'll cover for you.
Huh? Brother.
This time, the light prevails.
That was pretty easy, not gonna lie.
Thank you, Mom. And so it was that Durin defeated the darkness and rewrote his fate.
That was easy.
But his story is far from over. Is everyone okay?
We're fine, thanks. And hey, we all saw how you fought back there. That was awesome!
Okay, yeah.
Admit, I do feel like something in me has changed. I owe you all so much. Without your help, I don't know if I could have ever made it this far.
Just a shame I could only help out from the sidelines. Like I said before, it's not every day that you get to put fate in its place.
Aww.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear it someday.
Hear what?
The chance to strike back at fate knocking at your door.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Allow me to just check one thing. Yes. The abyssal power within you has stabilized again. And those strange symptoms you were experiencing seem to have completely disappeared.
Good.
Oh, thank goodness!
We did it! We did it! We did
I wonder
it!
what it means, though. Aside from the principles of alchemy, what other law of this world governs his being?
Good
Look,
question.
It all turned out fine, so just leave it at that. Now that this one's out of danger, it's time for me to get out of here.
You're leaving so soon? What, don't humans usually throw a party after something like this?
A party? Do I look like that kind of
No.
guy? Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble. That's what friends are for, right?
Some people never change.
In a way, though.
Yes, he has changed.
Right. This
Hater.
is Durin's moment to celebrate. Not the time for academic discussions.
Hey, I don't blame you for asking. And honestly, I'd be perfectly happy to talk about it. It's just, I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's all right. I'm sure we'll get a chance at some point. After all, your story's only just begun. All right then. Traveler and Paimon, we'll part ways here. Given the extraordinary nature of the things we witnessed today, I need to make sure it's all recorded properly.
Bye bye, hubby. I will miss you. I miss you every day.
It's party time next!
Congratulations on completing your mission. Now then, as per our agreement, it's about time you returned that book.
She must have known the moment we finished! Just like she said she would!
I've heard dressing appropriately is a must for socializing.
Is it automatically equipped or do I have to equip it? I have to equip it, okay. Well, Which one do I like more? I like both. They're both cute, but I'm gonna
Does this
do this
outfit
just
suit
for
me
the lore
better?
accuracy.
I trust your judgment.
Emi.
Oh, my writer and witness. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it?
You had special plans for the Traveler from the start, didn't you?
But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs both a writer and a reader. Only then can my magic take effect. I chose the Traveler as the witness because of the special nature of who he is. It's not easy finding someone with that kind of background, you know.
I thought my
For a
sister just
moment,
came back, but
I
she's
even
not here
considered
yet.
taking the role myself.
Well, you were the only one who understood what was going on.
At least it made for an interesting story, right?
Huh? What are you doing?
Oh my god. Paimon.
The Hexenzirkel carrying out such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your minds that the Animo Archon might be slightly curious?
Sorry for the trouble, Lord Barbados.
Think nothing of it. I dare say the Animo Archon quite enjoyed coming along for the ride. And now then, as agreed, let us see the fruits of your labor.
Here, please take a look.
Well. Somehow, despite all my careful planning, it still turned out to be full of surprises. It never even crossed my mind that Rhindotter's child would be capable of handling that kind of alchemy in her stead. When he asked for help with the materials, oh my, I nearly couldn't believe it. If only the others were here too. We could all celebrate together.
I'm right here, you know.
Barbie!
The only one who hasn't responded is the one busy stuffing her face over there.
Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party, don't you think?
Come here, child. Let me take a closer look at you.
Look, go to your
All right,
aunties.
Aunt Seer Witch.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her could.
What does that mean?
Child, all you need to know is that you're very lucky indeed.
Oh.
So, what does it mean? The teacup falls silent. Wow.
Just like how she was in the story, huh?
Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds.
Well, there's so much I want to do. I'm not even sure where to begin.
How about settling your most recent regret?
What?
Fast, tone-deaf bard. What exactly did you just tell Durin to do?
To make a long overdue wish come true.
Thank you once again, Alice.
How much time do you have left?
I believe these should be my final moments. Just enough time to say goodbye to my dearest friend.
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I don't know how to respond to that. Strange. You were always such a cheerful figure in my stories. I even dubbed you the Merry Witch, you know.
Oh, please. You know full well it was your stories that first taught me what true pain and sadness felt like. Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you also leave a few words for the child? Since the book will be his to continue, why don't you write him a little parting note?
There's no need. His mother already did that long, long ago. All that remains is for me to convey it on her behalf.
Don't make me cry, Genshin. Oh my god. Ah, Anya, you were so pretty.
these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill.
Don't make
A
me
long
so.
tale awaits you, my love. Let songs and flowers be the ink that fills its pages. Take my pen and use it to continue your story.
Genshin Impact, stop making me tear up at the end of your quests challenge. Impossible. Alright. Let me gather my thoughts. So, this was a very unique way to tell a quest story. Like, obviously there's no other quest that goes 5 days, and I did have a tiny little crash out about it earlier, like yesterday, I guess. Earlier in the video though. Cause it's a unique way to do it. I don't really see why it had to be like that. It could have just been like normal, where you just skip a bit forward, I guess. There wasn't really a point to doing that. So I'm just gonna talk about the structure first before I get into the actual content of the quest. But I don't really understand why it had to be this 5 IRL day structure. It wasn't completely necessary, I guess. Other than some time passing. But we already have time passing in Genshin quests, so it was a bit... it wasn't needed. And I'm not just saying that because it was inconvenient for me, even though it was very inconvenient for me to find the time to record 5 days for one quest. Like, and normally you have to schedule that stuff way ahead, just because of how busy I am with my degree and like life outside of it. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that, and I hope they don't do it again. It's just not needed. Other than that, what I want to talk about is how fucking pissed I am about Simulanka. Like, I played it when was Simulanka almost 2 years ago. Is when we had Simulanka. Simulanka was a limited time summer event. But now and I really internalized this problem they created recently, because I guided my friend through the entire storyline that they set up here, and like 60 to 70% of it was limited time events. And I think they really shot themselves in the foot about it. Like, when I guided my friend through it, I had to write down for him what videos he needs to watch, because I guided him up until paralogism, right? And I had to write down for him which limited time events he missed, because he did it recently. He just started really playing Genshin. I had to write down to him which limited time events he missed, which are crucial to understand everything that you saw here. Like, this was mostly Simulanka and paralogism. But to understand paralogism, you also needed Simulanka, and you also needed the Chalk Prince and the Dragon, and Shadows Amid Snowstorms, which are both limited time events. And you just don't get that because it's gone from the game. And if you don't have someone like me who has played this game for almost 6 years, I've been playing since 2020 November. I was there for the first events. If you don't have someone who knows all that, you're just not gonna get the full story. And now we get to my new point. Is, for me, this quest was mostly redundant. And it would be fine if it was just Simulanka redundancy, because of my previous point, where you need Simulanka context to understand Durin. Like this Durin. You need that. Otherwise, you're not gonna get it. And well, that is fine, I guess. You do need this story context, even though it was not all of it. It was definitely not all of it. Like, they basically pulled, from the perspective of someone who has not seen Simulanka, who has not played Simulanka, they pulled Nilu and Navia and Kirara out of their ass. You only really get a glimpse of Durin and Head Guy, or like Scaramouche, I guess, from paralogism first. And you're gonna be like, even in paralogism, if I hadn't made my friend watch Simulanka, he would have been confused. Why are we talking about Scaramouche? Why is he relevant to this? Who is this little dragon? You would have had no idea who Durin was. Not just Durin from Simulanka, like mini Durin, also Durin from Dragonspine. Because I guess through osmosis you would understand who Durin is at some point while you're playing, because he's mentioned, I guess, but you don't get the context that Rhine-Daughter created a dragon that is awakening, which is slowly happening throughout Shadows Amidst Snowstorms and paralogism. And I guess you get a little of context and paralogism for it, but it's not the full story. And then you have like those 2 measly paragraphs about Simulanka and Shadows Amid Snowstorms and Paralogism, but it's not enough. It's just confusing for people, and to stop like keep going like that. But then you have the head guy problem, which I guess this is supposed to be like in the middle of Not Cry before the finale. So, but then you know Durin and you know head guy, but they have no connection. And even then, did you know that Paralogism is completely optional to play? You don't need to have played Paralogism to know to play Not Cry. And that's also something I found out from my friend who I guided up toward Paralogism. He was in the middle of Not Cry. You could have just finished Not Cry, and I think he did, before he ever met Durin. The game just assumes you know Durin. It's not okay. That's not how the story works. You need all this information to get the full picture. But you can't get the full picture unless you have someone who tells you how to get it. And that's my issue. So then, from the perspective of a veteran player who has played from 2020, my first event I ever played, even before I completely finished the story from Mondstadt, I think, was Unreconciled Stars. So my first event was Unreconciled Stars, which is already the reveal of the sky being fake and how fate works. Like constellations falling from the sky, and when you touch those stones, you get the life and fate of whoever's constellation it was, which we had with Leonard. But for me, as a veteran player who has played basically what I have dubbed the Albedo storyline, which ultimately culminates into Durin's storyline, or like they get connected. For me, most of this quest was redundant. I already know all this. I know what happened in Simulanka. You don't need to tell me. The new player needs it. I don't need it. I know about the Dragonspine Durin. I know that he was created by Albedo's mother. I know that he was a child, basically, who was trying... In his head, he was trying to play with the Valen and the people of Mondstadt, but alas, his nature was just corrosive to Tevat, which is why Venti and the Valen had to kill him. And that's... He dies, and he falls on Dragonspine, and he decays, but his heart never stops beating. This is where the prophecy comes in. I know all that, because I have been playing for a long while, and I've basically played all of the important stuff. So for me, these parts are completely redundant. Even up to the Paralogism part, which is like, is Paralogism a requirement for Durin's quest? I don't know. But if it isn't, what are you doing, Hoyo? We need to bring back requirements, and we need to bring back old flagship events. So that's my point. But for me as a veteran player, completely redundant, all this information. Like 80% of this up until day 4. I think the first thought I had about this was in day 4. I was like, okay, but I already know all this. When is the new stuff coming? So basically you have, I think it was 1.5 hours of butchered incomplete information for new players, and on the other hand, regurgitated redundant information for people who already know all this. And then you like sprinkle a little bit of like Hexencircle on it. So now that I'm done complaining about that, I think you get my point, but now that I'm done with all that, let's talk about like the actual meat of the story, like the 20% of new-ish stuff you get, I guess. The rules of Tevat. You keep hearing about the rules and laws of Tevat, like in the loading screen, and from ever since the Hexencircle has like actually entered the picture. You hear about the rules of Tevat, about fate, and how fate binds you. So we discuss the difference between your story and your fate, and we prove that you can rewrite your fate. Which the first time we ever hear about fate is from Mona. I think either in her character story or lines, or once again in a limited time event, which was also a summer event, where we explore her side of the story of reading fate as a seer, and how it affects people, and how she works it out, because she says she doesn't like telling people their fate, because fate is ultimate. You can't rewrite it, and it limits the people, and it basically destroys their morale when they know that they can't change it. And Barbeloth does this too. She doesn't outright tell you what your fate will be, except for like in this case for Durin, which was the same fate as Dragonspine Durin. So then you have this part of it, and then apparently another few laws that Anya broke. And I'm interested in seeing what those laws are. And honestly, this is the most interesting part of the entire thing. Not just that Durin gets to write his own story, which is beautiful. He gets to shed the shackles of fate and write his own story. He can continue his own story the way he wants it to, which is beautiful. It's like ultimate freedom. He's no longer bound by fate, and he gets the control over what his fate is. Beautiful. But also, all of this, like Anya just breaking all the laws of Tevat, interests me. How does the Heavenly Principles feel about this? How does the Heavenly Principles feel about the Hexencircle in the first place? Like, how does the Heavenly Principles let them exist? They've been here for a while, and the Hexencircle has been around a while too. So why? Does he not know? Do the Shades know? They have to. Rhindaughter is one of them now. So how is this allowed to exist when the Hexencircle is basically all up in the Heavenly Principles and Tevat's laws business? It's interesting to think about. But yeah, it was an okay quest. see you next time.